Hi everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to learn the file option and the edit option. In the next classes I'll be teaching you all the other options slowly. But today let's concentrate on just two options, file and edit. Yesterday we learned about the left hand side toolbar, about what each one of it does. I hope you have practiced it, but if not, no problem, you still have a lot of time. So let's go ahead and start with the file option and the edit option. So the file option, the first thing is new. As I showed you yesterday, new is new. You can open a new canvas, set your dimensions, the width, the height, and create. Done. Close. Second option is open. You can open any file that you want. Say for example, I'll open say a landscape. Open. Done. Then we have open as. We don't use it. Open as smart object. You will not use it very often. Open recent will open all your recent files. Close will close all your files that are open. For example, I open two files, 1 and 2, and I keep it here. File close all. If I open 1, 2, 3, open. If I say file close, it will only close one. File close all will close all. Then we have save. So for example, you open a file, you make a change, new layer, and you write something over here. For example, my name Trevor, and then you can go file, save, and give whatever file you have. Now Photoshop saves everything in the format as PSD. So the main source file of Photoshop will always be PSD, in which all the layers will be there. So make sure if it's not there, you select PSD, Photoshop document, yeah, and you click on save. Cool. I'm just closing it now, no changes required. The same with save as. Same file you can save in a different name. Check in, revert, not for now. Export, not for now. Generate, not for now. Share on Behance, not for now. Search Adobe Stock, not for now. Place embedded, okay. So for example, we open this. Now if you see, there are two options, place embedded and place linked. If I say place embedded, it will embed an object into my file. For example, embed, I want to embed, say, this woman.jpg lady. So she's come here, you can see the cross mark, just hit enter, it will go. She's embedded in my document, I can move her around. Now if I open this file, open, and I open this file woman.jpg, it opens here. Now if I make a change, say for example, my name Trevor, and I save it, nothing will reflect over here. That's because it's embedded. Now for example, I place as linked. I place this file as a linked file. Place, enter. Now if I open this woman.jpg in a separate file, and now I make a change, say Trevor, now if I save this file, see what happens. I have saved this file, okay. Now you see what happens in my original document. The change reflects even on this file. Same thing here, same, whereas this does not happen with the previous option. Okay, so that's for that. So today I'm only going to show you the options of file and edit. Next we have package not required, automate not required, scripts not required, import not required. I'll be showing it to you later on as we progress more in different classes. Everything cannot be shown at the same time, but as we learn more, it will be easier to understand the other options. File info not required. Print one copy, exit, fine, done. Now we come to edit. This will take a little more time. Now, for example, undo, as everybody knows, it's undo into the next step. You make a change, you don't want it, you undo it. Step forward, step backward is one step front, one step back. Now let's go to fade. Fade. Okay, just to clarify this step forward, step backward, just in case you're confused. There's a difference between the undo and step forward and step backward. For example, I type Trevor. Edit, undo, it's gone. Edit, undo will only undo the last state. Now, for example, I write, say, Trevor, Trevor, and my next step is Lewis. So I've done two steps. Now, edit, backward will take me one step back. Again, edit backward, step backward will take me one step back, and so on. Whereas forward will again bring it back and bring it back. Basically, you can go multiple times back, multiple times forward. That's the difference. In undo, you can just go one time back. Okay, great. So now I delete it. Guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe because you'll get further updates on my next classes. So please hit the subscribe button below. Now we go to the next option, which is fade. Okay, it's not highlighted, so the reason being, we make a new layer, and for example, I take the brush tool. Okay, the brush tool here. Now, for example, say I make a brush like this. Now I want to fade it a bit. I can go to edit and fade the brush tool. Fade it by 50%. Opacity means the transparency. So here you go. Done. Undo it back. Undo. So it's fading it back. Okay. So delete it. Next one is cut, copy, copy merged. Cut, as everybody knows, it will cut it from the screen. For example, I make a copy of this layer. I hide this. I made a copy and I hit the behind layer. Now I take the marquee tool and I make a selection and I say edit, cut, gone, undo. Now I will say edit, copy. It's copied it, edit, paste, will paste it. You can see it here. Okay. It pastes in the new layer. It's a new layer here. See? Great. Now copy merged. Copy merged, for example, if you have multiple layers. So for example, you have a layer called, again, my name Trevor. Now if I make a selection, for example, I will make it easier. Let me just open another image for you. So my references, I open this lady. Okay. Now if I put my selection here and I say copy, and now I say edit, paste, it will only paste the layer which I have selected. That was this layer. But if I want to make a selection of this area where it's selecting the layer of the background as well as the layer of the lady, now I can say edit, copy, merged. It will merge the layers and copy virtually. So copy, merged. Now if I say edit, paste, it will paste the layer merged. So for example, you can see it has copied the sky and the lady, and it has pasted it as a new layer independently. Okay, that's the difference between this a copy and a copy merged. Any questions, any doubts, please do ask me in the comment section. Okay, great. So let me now go to the next option, paste special. It's the same thing. I will show you. See, I copy this area, edit, copy, edit, paste special, paste in place will paste it exactly in the same place, so there's no difference. Same place. Okay, now edit, copy again, edit, paste into. For example, I make a selection here. Now I'll say edit, paste that copied thing into this object. Yeah. Okay. That's paste into. Now I say edit, copy, edit, paste special, paste outside. It has actually pasted it outside my, you see, outside my selection. Got it? So that's the difference between all these different options of paste. Great. Now the next option is clear. Is just it will clear whatever is selected. For example, I make a selection over here and I say edit, clear. It's like a delete, gone. Great. Now search, check spelling, find and replace text not used in Photoshop much. Forget about it. You can use this in Word, Microsoft Word and blah blah. Here you can leave it. Okay. Now fill and stroke. Fill is another very simple tool. Simple option. I make a new layer. I make a selection. My foreground color is black. I say edit, fill. Fill the foreground color. Okay. Black. Done. It's the same as using the paint bucket tool. This tool here. Same. Now the next one I'll say is stroke. Stroke is basically a border around the selection. So let me zoom inside so you get a better idea. Okay. So now my foreground color is black. I say edit, stroke. You have three options: inside the selection, middle of the selection, outside the selection. Now say I keep my pixel 5 pixels. I'll say inside the selection, 5 pixels inside the selection. Undo, edit, stroke, outside the selection, 5 pixels outside. Undo. Again, edit, stroke, center. So it will give you between. Okay, that's the difference of the stroke options. Now, content ever scale, puppet trap. This one we'll hardly use. It's basically to scale the image. Scale it. But for now, don't use it because it's used in a better way, which I will not explain right now. But as we do projects, we will use this option. Now, the next one will be puppet trap. Puppet trap also is something where, for example, it will create a mesh on the object, and then you can move it. If you want to move, for example, just 1 minute. So basically you can select any of these points and you can move it. See, you can move the points. So basically you can wrap image around objects, which we will do it in more detail later on. But for now, just I want to show you what this object does. What is this option for here? You can play with it at home. So you can explore it and you can see what you want to do and how do you use it. So this is the option, what it does. Enter, and it will show you the scale version. Control Z. Okay, now we go to the next one called perspective wrap. Perspective wrap also is a good option. Now for example, say I am going to put a truck on the road. Enter. I will make it a little small, so I will go to free transform and I'll make it a little small. But now it looks funny on this road. It needs to be in the position that is either going or coming. So what I will do is I will go to edit, perspective wrap. The cursor changes. Hit it on this canvas and you will get a grid. Now you take the point and you make it parallel to the line of the truck. Make sure that it is approximately in the same perspective of the truck. Okay, now over here it's a layout mode, you make it in the wrap mode. Now you press the shift button on your keyboard and the line becomes yellow as you come closer. Click it. So now you can click one of the node and you can move it. But I'm sorry, just forget what I told you right now. First we'll try to flip this image. I will show you this option later. So I'll just flip it for now. Horizontal, this way. Now you can still see that the bus is not correct because it's looking funny on the road. So now we'll go back to the option, edit, perspective wrap, click it, get the grid. So you put one here, one here. Now you come to the wrap option, press the shift key on your keyboard, the line gets yellow, click it. Now you can move the object. So the back end should be a little bit narrow. And when you're done, you press enter. There you go. Plus you need to apply a little more filters here and there, which we'll do it later in more projects. But this is an approximate, just approximate way of just to tell you how to use the tool. Okay. So that is for that. Next we come to transform. Free transform, I told you, will allow you to just scale the object. So I'm just deleting this layer, I don't need it anymore. Okay, so I, for example, insert another layer, say again maybe a same truck. So edit, free transform, as I said, you can scale it to whatever you want, and then when you are done with it, you just press enter like this. Enter, done. Okay, and then we go to transform. Again, we'll again do the same thing that was done, the previous history. Now transform scale, it's the same thing as transform, you can just transform, but there's one difference between the transform, free transform, and transform scale. In transform scale, you can scale it down, you can just scale it up and down, nothing else. Free transform, as you scale it up and down, you can hold the control key, and as you come closer to a point, the cursor will change, and you can move only that point. Okay, there's a little difference in two. Then we go to transform rotate. Rotate, you can come to the edge and you can rotate the image. When you're done, you press enter, the cross marks go. Then skew, for skew, from the sides you can move the object. Skew, this is skew, you can make it, you cannot scale it, but you can just skew it, this way. Whatever you want, you can practice here. It's very similar to the perspective wrap option. So you can even use a combination of scale, a combination of free transform, and a combination of skew, and you can use it. Great. So edit, transform, distort. You can just move and distort the object from any of the points. Similar to skew and all these things, yeah. When you're done, press enter. Edit, transform, perspective. Perspective, if you move one point, the other one will move. See the difference? In the previous one, you could only move a point. Here, you move one point, the other opposite point moves. The side point, sorry. Then transform, prop. It is somewhere where you can move points to. Then enter. For effects, transform, rotate 180 degrees, edit, transform, rotate 90 degrees clockwise, edit, transform, counterclockwise, undo, edit, transform, flip horizontal, edit, transform, flip vertical. So you can practice all these options and you can just explore Photoshop, at least for the file and edit options. Now next two options you can see over here: auto align layers and auto blend layers. Yeah, so now let's do the auto align layer. Auto align layer, for example, I'll close this document and I'm going to open these two documents. Okay, the lady with the closed eye and the lady with the open eye. So two documents, one here, closed eye, one open eye. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this lady with the closed eye, edit, copy. I'm going to paste it on this document, edit, paste. So you see I have two layers, here and here. Now make sure the background layer is locked, so you just double click it and say OK, the lock goes. Now I want to make one eye open, one eye closed, so to show like a blink, but the images are not exact. So what I can do, I can select this layer and select this layer together. So to select multiple layers, you select one, press the shift key and select the other one. Now I'll go to edit, auto align layers. Keep it on auto mode, auto option. Say OK. Don't bother about these blank spaces. It's a transparent space. Now I'll select the layer 1 and I will put a mask. This is a mask option. I'll show more of it later. I just want to show you what is this auto layer option. So I'll select this. Now I'll take my eraser tool, and I will erase the eye, closed eye, to make one open eye. Okay. Now, as you can see here, we have blank space. So what I will do is I will put a new layer. I will go to my healing brush. Remember yesterday I showed you the healing brush. Now we'll put it to use. So make sure you keep sample all layers option selected and you just brush it here. Brush it here. Brush it here. It's auto healed and we are done. So just to show you auto option of auto align layers. Okay, so that's it. So I'll just close this one, close this one. So now we'll do the auto blend layer option, that is this one. For that I will open two images, say this one and this one, two ladies. Now what I will do is I want to put the eyes, nose and lips of this lady on this lady. So what I will do is, yesterday I showed you the lasso tool, click it, randomly select the region that you want. For example, you want this. I'm just doing it roughly, so just to show you the idea of how the option is used. Okay, if you do it neatly, you'll get a very good effect. Now I edit, copy. I come to this one, edit, paste. I go to edit, free transform. Make it. I hold the shift button and I equally make it a little big. I hit enter. Looks funny, right? No problem. Now I want to remove the lock, so I double click the layer and I say OK. I come back to the first layer. I want to make a selection of this layer. The first layer, I want a selection. So to make a selection, you hold the control button and you click in this area here. The selection comes. Okay. Now since you have a selection in this layer, select the previous layer, the behind layer, and clear that area and the background layer. So for example, I'll say clear. Now what happens is this area is deleted from this layer, like this. If I hide this, you'll see. You understand? Great. Now deselect it. Select outside. Now again you go and you say edit, transform, retransform. Hold the shift button and make this layer a little bigger than the selection and hit enter when you're done. Okay. Now select both the layers, edit, auto blend, panorama, done. You see now the difference? The eyes, nose and lips of the previous lady, that is of this lady, is blended on this lady. You got it? So later on we'll do projects where you'll get a little bit advanced level of how to use these options, but as of now these are the way we use the tools. Okay, so I'll close this one, I'll close this one. Next option was, we finished auto align, auto blend, define brush preset, define pattern, define custom shapes, not useful for now. Purge we don't use, Adobe PDF we don't, presets no, remote connection no, color setting no. These are all like settings for Photoshop which you don't have to know right now. Later on as you get more and more advanced you can use it, but these are basics. Even if you don't use it, it doesn't matter. So guys, that's it for now. Today we learned the file option, the edit option. I hope you continue and you practice these options. I know they're not much, but for this class it's more than enough. So please practice it. Any difficulties, you put it down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and get further updates of when I release a new videos of the image options, layer options, type, select. We'll be going through all these options in different classes, and once we complete all these options, we'll start doing projects where we'll utilize all the tools and the options together to create projects. We'll make different projects which you will see later on. So please subscribe and stay tuned. Thank you for your patience and thank you for watching this video. Take care. Goodbye.